Our brand of democracy is hard, but I can promise that a year from now, when I no longer hold this office, I'll be right there with you as a citizen, inspired by those voices of fairness and vision, of grit and good humor and kindness that have helped America travel so far. Meaning, democracy actually can never be considered to be an easy, simple, or straightforward principle by any stretch of imagination, because it has never been that way. Democracy is difficult, complex, chaotic, complicated, and even dangerous, because its ultimate application becomes so much more complicated than what is being said and how it's being presented to us in the textbooks. Now, democracy may be a form of politics and a type of or means of government and leadership, but ultimately in practice it becomes something else entirely, because modern democracy can be considered to be hijacked and penetrated and infiltrated not only by domestic native forces and malicious individualities, but also by the ruling class, the elites, the billionaires. Those people are actually running the show in the realm of politics and democracy, and also controlling the foreign policy with the help of their money, wealth, and riches. They have already controlled and bought the politicians and other officials. So we are not going to get anything at all that we have been said, asked, and promised with by the politicians. All we're going to get is betrayal, corruption, rejection, and the extension and prolonging of our suffering crisis in the form of unemployment, inflation, corruption, and everything else that we have been subjected to and that has been directed at us for the extension of our suffering and the extension of their leadership, the sustainment of their power, etc. So that's how it works. So obviously democracy is something else entirely in practice. In theory, it sounds only good, but in reality, it's only globalism, elite politics, and favoritism, and what should I say, dictatorship in our policies. So there is no democracy at all in the modern context of politics, education. There is only elitism, favoritism, dictatorship, communalism, religious supremacy, nationalism, and everything else that's essentially harmful, counterproductive for the growth, development of a society and a country, and also for the elevation, upliftment of the individual man and women in the society of the world. So obviously democracy in practice is something else, and the original principles do not apply when it comes to democracy in reality. It is something else entirely. So obviously we can say all we want, but ultimately democracy is rigged, corrupt, hijacked by superior forces.